For me, when I learned that Julie had been killed, one of 168 people, the bombing happened on a Wednesday morning, and her body was not found until Saturday morning. Julie was Spanish translator for the Social Security Administration in the federal building, and that morning at 9 o'clock, she had an appointment with a Mexican man that could not speak English. He had been brought to the Social Security office by a friend of his that was bilingual. Julie had left her office and went to the front of the building to the Social Security waiting room on the first floor to get her client. She and the two men were returning to her office and got about halfway through the building when the bomb went off. And all three bodies were found together on Saturday. I had been told that had Julie had another 2.5 or 3 seconds, they would have been deep enough into the back of the building that they would have survived, because no one was killed in her immediate work area. And I remember how that just really taunted me as to why that happened, why she didn't have that time. Looking back on that terrible grief, and there's a lot of things that happened in that process, especially the first month after her death, that I really don't have memory of. Sometimes I have some family members say this or that to me that I had said or that I had done. Well, I shut all of that out. And all of that becomes part of this healing process that you go through. And I remember the court system, their cure-all was that they were going to get the death penalty for both Terry Nichols and Tim McVeigh. And that was going to solve everything for me and the other 2,500 family members that were involved. And I remember very clearly a Monday morning at 7 a.m., June the 11th, 2001, in Terre Haute, Indiana. We took Tim McVeigh from his cage and we killed him. And that was supposed to be the cure for me. What I learned from that was, indeed, I was re-victimized all over again. And that was what I had not really expected. I did not want him executed. I knew that. But I guess I truly didn't know why that I didn't want him executed until that cold morning in Terre Haute, Indiana. And I struggled for many months after that. And I guess my strong opposition to the death penalty is what it does and does not do for victims' family members. I guess my concern really isn't so much about the perpetrator. I mean, that's kind of not what that's all about. It's what it does to us as human beings.